Hello, Sonia Barrett here once again, and I decided to do one of my little chit chats today for my YouTube subscribers, and today I want to talk about the group mind program, fear of being different. Well, as you all probably know, fear of being different is definitely a really big thing, especially right now. The group mind program, though, I think many people, I don't think they realize that they're caught up as well in the group mind concept. We have been programmed that way since we were going to school. Since we started, kindergarten or preschool or whatever, there is that sameness. There's a degree of sameness that is supported, and they want you to strive for that. And one of the big things I like to look at is don't color outside the lines. That's really big. Don't color outside the lines. It's like, what's going to happen if you color outside the lines? Oh, something is wrong. Or little Tommy is not operating the way the rest of the kids are. Little Tommy is not progressing, learning in the same way as the rest of the children are. Well, so we have to look at these barometers that were set from that time in our lives, and I think pretty much most of us, unless you were homeschooled or something like that, we have all basically, most of us have been exposed to that kind of programming. And although we may strive to be different in our own way, we're all still affected by it in some form or the other. And it is such a subtle thing that it goes by very easily, and you don't realize your need to belong or to be part of a group, which is something that's really emphasized, is to be part of some sort of structure or organization. Hence the idea of what religion do you belong to? What church do you go to? What's your religion? It starts from that very level. If you're into fraternities and sororities, what do you belong to? There's so many things that it's a belonging, like you need to belong to something. I mean, whether it be even health insurance, who's your provider? So now you get that group, over there. We're definitely conditioned to be very tribal like that. And this is not, again, I always have to put the disclaimer, this is not a right or wrong. All I do is point out behaviors, point out conditioning that could potentially give you some insight into your own choices that you're making, the way you operate, the way I'm operating. Everything I point out is everything that I look at for myself. And again, the idea of an organization, any kind of organization, is, as the word says, it's going to be an organized concept, an organized way of operating, an organized belief system, an organized a code, a core belief. Right through in corporate America, the company you work for, there is a core belief, a corporate culture that's unspoken. Much of this can be also unspoken, but there is a need to fit into that, whether it be our social evaluations, again, the categories that are created for people. You want to belong to one of these categories. There are categories you don't want to belong to. You don't want to be unsuccessful as success as defined by whoever installed those concepts to begin with. And so because of that, you people are wanting to make sure that they're not different. That goes steps further with much of the movement that we see today. And we are now in a culture that is so sensitive. It is so, to me, it is just, it's maddening. People are so sensitive about, what is being said, what they say. And then somebody's ready to attack you because they don't agree with what you said. Now they're coming down on you because it's overdose of sensitivity all the way through. We're talking sexuality to race to culture to appearance, just all kinds of things. The sensitivity level, I don't think this is not by chance. This is all, to me, orchestrated, because if we are this sensitive, then we are going to police each other, and we are also going to, it's going to create division as well. And we strive to make sure that we are accepted, and that's part of the programming as well. You don't want to be not accepted. So it's a real interesting situation right now, even for myself. As expressive as I am, there are sensitive subjects that I will talk about maybe in a smaller group setting, in a privacy of that kind of group setting, because you put it on YouTube and someone will misinterpret it. Someone will take it and shape it into something else to create static. And that is how crazy the overdose of sensitivity is. And that does have everything to do with group mind thinking. Who cares if what I'm thinking or what I believe is so different? Then it pushes us further into people having to get everybody else to co-sign on their beliefs and stuff that they want to do. I don't care what you do. I just really don't care. Whatever you choose to do is what you choose to do. Don't keep trying to get me to co-sign on it. And that is a lot of what is happening today, is people are so sensitive. They want you to co-sign on it because they are not comfortable either with being in a group that is maybe different than this group over here or that group over there, or whatever the case may be. We want to know that it's okay to be different. We want others to approve us being different. We want you, when you agree with me, then I know that it's okay for me to be different. Hence, now I'm accepted. I might still be part of this other group, but now I'm part of a group that is accepting me. So I'm a part of the acceptance group. And I got my little group in the group of the acceptance group. We have all these little groups, everywhere. Certainly, I am not saying anything about being part of. There's nothing right or wrong about being part of. This is how we are. We are relationship-based species interacting with each other. But we also have the opportunity to push the envelope and to be unique and different at any given time that we choose. Who is writing these rules? You can be whatever you want to be, whoever you are in this moment or last year or last week or whoever you're going to be. You are that because, guess what? Obviously, you are allowed to be that in whatever that may be. And you have to be okay with it. If you are not okay with being unique, with being different, then you need to look at you. You need to look at yourself. But you can't get everybody else to want to co-sign on your being different. You don't need approval to be different. That, however, comes from our programming, as I said, going way back with the family, and family just passes on anyway, because they're picking that up as well from the system, from the structure of the system, which is the most of it is the school system, the educational system, the religious system, which is a very big one, and different levels of corporate systems involved. But they all, and let's not forget, in the governmental systems, those structures, those leading core structures that would oversee, life. These appointed overseers shape our minds, And so what I'm saying is, it's just simply okay to be whatever it is that you are in your life right now. You do not need anybody else's approval to be that. And again, if you have a problem with being different, then you need to confront that. You need to find out, what is it that makes me uncomfortable about being different, and not cover it over with trying to blame it on everybody else for not accepting you being different. You have to look at what makes you uncomfortable about who you are, because in the end, it does boil down to that. There is a discomfort, and when we find more of a comfort with who we are, what happens is, you do find your niche. You are so okay with yourself that you end up encountering people that are okay with you as well, and you're not simply just always looking for somebody to not be okay with you. You're on guard for people to not be okay. And for anybody that's going to say, well, that's not true. No, it is, because what we are energy systems. We are energy systems, and that's why you can walk into a room and you say, I don't like that person's vibe. It's like it's radio waves. You're picking up frequencies, and people are picking up frequencies from you as well. So I look at things from a perspective of, yes, I bring in the sciences, but I bring in things that individuals can look at for themselves. So I'm not just telling you some woo-woo thing about, you just need to believe in yourself. Everything is energetic. Your emotions, your thoughts, the way it processes, the way other people pick up that frequency, the way you're picking up the frequency from other people. And it also comes down to interpretation as well. So you are we interpret things. Many times we misinterpret things. But we interpret what we hear sometimes from other people, or even if it's even a physical gesture, we process that, or we filter that through our belief systems as well. So we can feel that somebody doesn't like us, because sometimes we're expecting that. We're expecting that because of some hidden thing that we already have about being different, and different for me could mean just the way you think about something. You could be somebody that's an introvert, or somebody that just blurts out stuff, that just says stuff right off the whatever comes to their mind, or somebody that just doesn't say very much of anything. It's just so many factors, because we're diverse in the sense of what we are, the characters that we play, the personalities that these characters project. We have to recognize all of that. This is not about necessarily sameness. This experience and this reality is obviously, it allows for everyone to have some degree of uniqueness and some different beliefs, different everything. But it's so governed, it's been so intercepted from so far back, and I'm talking about kindergarten, but honestly, I'm talking about thousands, probably millions of years. There has definitely been interception in terms of how we interpret ourselves today, what we see ourselves to be today, and we live under a sort of a prepackaged structure of reality. What, you know, again, what we think, how we operate, the choices that we make, and it's so subtle that it's sometimes very difficult to realize that some of the beliefs that you have and the choices that you're making aren't necessarily a core authenticity, but that it is based on planted beliefs from so long ago, and also generational. I won't get into that, but you know, as the studies show in terms of that kind of history that can be passed down through our gene pool, through our gene, the sperm and the egg, to be able to actually carry not just behavior, but different kinds of histories. So we are pulling also from some of our history from these from our generational line, from our bloodline. We're carrying those beliefs, and those, of course, still impact the choices that we make. Our parents are raising us based on those same thing, and then we pass it on, and so on and so on and so forth. But in changing our lives and wanting to be different and wanting to change our lives and wanting to rise up perhaps from the space that we're in, it's really necessary for us to not blame, but to really understand this, to really look at this and be okay with being different and allow other people to be different. No, they don't have to be what you think they should be. It's okay. Just focus on what you want to do. Whatever it is you are, be that. But for us to go around trying to get everybody to be what we think that they need to be, it backfires. So that's it. So I'm saying just be. Just be. Whatever it is or whoever it is you are, whatever those differences are, embrace those differences, because that you are obviously allowed to be different. And check yourself if you have an issue with being who you are. Then dive in deeper and see what is the discomfort with that. Anyway, all right, well, I want to remind you to go to my website, spiritinform.com, spiritinform.com, and I do a daily 5-minute reboot. It seems like there's confusion about that, but I do a daily 5-minute reboot, meaning that each day a 5-minute video is sent out to subscribers on my website. Subscribers on my website. There's a link there and you can subscribe. Those are paid subscribers, because I send this out for, if it's 30 days in the month, you get one every day. Or if there's 31 or whatever, 29, you get one every single day. And so if you're interested in that, go to spiritinform.com. Also, there is the Joshua Tree retreat coming up in August of this year, 2016. And also, what else is there? Oh, and I am going to be in New York for a lecture in June 2016. It will be on the site in the next couple of days. That information will be on the website. And I think that I have covered it for now. spiritinform.com, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel to be updated on when I add videos. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. So until next time, see you then.